Hi everyone, you reached Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva and I'm Cheryl. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. For all of you, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. For right now, I will be uploading videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And also, if you like this video, press the like button because it will do wonders for my video and I would totally appreciate it. And you can interact with me in the comments. If you leave a comment, I will respond to you. So today I'm coming to you with a very important topic, the power of positive thinking and the power of your thoughts. Whether your thoughts are positive or negative, they will have a major impact on your life. So that's why I'm coming to you to say that, be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of your mind when it's just being idle, what you're thinking about, because those thoughts will manifest itself. And what you want is you want to have good thoughts so you can manifest good things. I'm reading this book. Actually, I read the book. It's only 25 pages. I read it about 3-4 times already. And then in addition to reading it, I've also watched the YouTube video. There is a YouTube video, like an audio book that, you can listen to like in your car if you don't have time to physically read the book yourself. And the book is called As a Man Thinketh. Let me hold it up for you. So it says, in this classic book on thinking, the book describes how each of us shapes the events around us, creating our own lives. So this book is 25 pages, as I stated, and I think the audio online, there was one that was less than an hour. It was like 53 minutes or something like that. So you can, do either one. Like I said, it'd be good if you're in your car, you just listen to it. It talks about how each one of us, we shape our lives through our thoughts. So we get what we think about, not what we want. So if you have bad thoughts, bad things are going to come to you. And this book can be a harsh reality if you're not ready for it, because it's pretty much telling you if you have money now or don't have money is the result of your thoughts and your own thinking. If you're living in a neighborhood that you want to live in or you're not, same thing. It's the result of your thoughts, your relationships that you have with your girlfriends, with your male friends, with your significant other. They're all a result of your thoughts. So if you do not like what you see or what you're currently going through, you may need to take a seat back, look into yourself, think about what you're thinking, and that's what you're getting. Okay, so you want to change your thoughts. There, in the first page here, let me just read something to you again. If you've been to my channel before, you know that I have to use my glasses for reading. I hate it because I always had 20/20 vision my whole life, but it is what it is. I'm using these glasses for my reader right now, so give me a minute here. Let me just read something to you. It says, "Mind is the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind, and evermore he takes. The two of thought in shaping what he wills bring forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass." So it's telling you here that everything you think, that's what happens in your life. That's what comes to pass. And bad thoughts over time collectively is going to yield bad results or things that you really don't want in your life, in circumstances that you don't want to see. You got to believe in yourself. You got to keep going. You got to keep just, putting yourself out there. Now, I'm going to do for one moment before I talk a little bit more about this book. I'm going to do a little shameless plug here, which I've done the other day. And forgive me, I'm in my kitchen. You're probably hearing some noise. My dishwasher is going, and as I'm taping, it's deciding to do its little noisy thing, but that's okay. So I wrote a book called Quoted by the Gray Hair Diva. It has about, and I think I actually lost the page that I wanted to talk to you about. It has about 200 and something pages in here, but it's about 105 quotes. And it is called Quoted by the Gray Hair Diva. And forgive, this is my author's copy, so it's going to say not for resale on there. So there you go. quoted by the Gray Hair Diva, and I just have about 105 great quotes in there. They're amazing. You can get the book on Amazon. It's $9.99 for the physical copy, and the ebook is $5.99. So I just want to read something out here for you. In quote number 26, I said that you got to star, direct, and write. Star, direct, and write. And what that means is, I'm going to read it to you. Star, direct, and write your own story. They say if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. If you don't write goals and try to achieve these goals, you are just coasting through life. And anything and everything can happen to you. You have to plan goals and a definite future written out so that your mind has something to focus on. When you wake up in the morning, you should have goals embedded in your brain that you want to achieve. You are the author and the lead actor in your life. Write an award-winning role and win the Oscar. You deserve it. It's your life. And then I have in here some great Bible verses that kind of correlate and go along with this star, direct, and write. You are responsible for your life. You have to write down goals, or else you'll find that years and years are passing by, and then you may start to get depressed because you're thinking, I'm not where I want to be in life. Also, I listened to this YouTube podcast, I guess you could say. It was T.D. Jakes. If anybody don't know him, T.D. Jakes, look him up. Amazing pastor, has a great church. He has this video that is over 5 years old. Just listened to it yesterday. It was amazing. And it says, nothing just happens. Nothing just happens. I'm really going to encourage you to just go look at that sermon that he preached where he said nothing just happens. And for all of you that are going maybe through a breakup, or someone left you, that is a good sermon for you, because he also tells you too in that sermon, T.D. Jakes, he says that if someone is willing to walk out of your life, let them walk. They're not tied to your destiny. God makes no mistakes. So if anybody, I don't care if it's one of your girlfriends, I don't care if it's your male friend, I don't care if it's a significant other, if someone is willing to walk out of your life, let them walk. T.D. Jakes also says in that video where it's titled Nothing Just Happens, he also says in there, when you're trying to keep someone that wants to leave you, wants to part ways for you, crazy glue couldn't even keep y'all together. Let them walk. And that's kind of to go back to As a Man Thinketh. In this book, James Allen is pretty much telling you that you are the master of your life. You are the controller of your life. And 100%, if you watch any previous videos of mine, I believe in God wholeheartedly. And matter of fact, even in my book here, again, quoted by the Gray Hair Diva, I have these quotes in here, but after the quotes, I accompany them with Bible verses, right? Because I totally believe that God is always watching over me, like the angels are watching over me. I feel so protected, so directed by God, that I know that my life is covered. And just because I say I know that my life is covered, like I'm not crazy. We're in COVID-19 times right now, pandemic. I'm not going to walk outside without my mask. Like I'm not going to be foolish. And the Bible also tells you that too. Like don't be foolish. Like don't be crazy. So I protect myself. I wash my hands. I go outside with my mask. I make sure I clean my house down and, just do all the precautions to the best of my ability that I can. But I'm saying when you go back to this book, As a Man Thinketh, he is pretty much saying that if you just sit back and let life happen to you, then it's going to just happen to you. But if you make a conscious effort and you have good thoughts, it's going to yield good things. And it goes back to, again, if you want to go to the connection with the Bible, do unto others that you want them to do unto you. I wholeheartedly believe that we are all connected somehow in one big circle. And that's why the Bible says do unto others. Because if you do bad on others, that bad is going to come back to you. The world calls it karma. whatever you want to say, you call it karma, but you cannot walk around in life just being mean, treating people bad, backstabbing people, and then think like nothing's going to happen to you in your life. You can't go around sleeping with people, husbands, dating married man, and then you think when you get married, like your life all is going to be well with you. Yes, God gives forgiveness, but you still have to pay the consequences for the things that you do. So I just want to go in this book again. Like I said, it's 25 pages. You can finish it. You could read this book every day if you want to. I mean, I know some people that read so fast. I take a little longer to read. And let me just hold this up. I don't know if I held this up for you already. The words for me, and I guess too because I need glasses now, the words for me are kind of small, but like I said, you can definitely get through this book in a day. But even if you didn't have time to physically read it, as I stated, there's a YouTube video out there, an audio book where you can just listen to it, like while you're riding in your car, you cleaning your house or whatever. Once I learn, and actually this weekend, I promised myself I'm gonna learn more about the editing and everything with YouTube. Once I learn more, all of these things that I talk about, I'm actually gonna start adding the links in the description box under my video so that you can just go to these links, because I would love to add that link of the TD Jakes video, Nothing Just Happens. That video changed my life, and it's 58 minutes, 0.25 seconds, but it's the best 58 minutes you will ever spend. It would just bring you into a whole nother world. So one of the chapters for this book, As a Man Thinketh, and my book is so beat up because I look at it all the time, it talks about thought and character, how your thought shapes your character. Again, I kind of touched on that because you can't go around having these evil thoughts and then think, you're just going to be this good person. Life doesn't work like that. And it says, another chapter is the effect of thought on circumstances. I mean, it's just, and here, let me just read something to you really quick. I'll just read a quick little piece to you from this chapter. A man's mind may be likened to a garden, which may be intelligently cultivated or allowed to run wild. So if you don't just, think about your thoughts and what you're going to do, your thoughts can just run wild. Your mind could run wild. But whether cultivated or neglected, it must and will bring forth. If no useful seeds are put into it, then an abundance of useless weeds will fall therein and will continue to produce their kind. That is powerful. That is powerful. So it says, no matter what you do, whether you mind your garden or you let your garden grow weeds, something's going to come forth. Something's going to happen. So why don't you just mind your garden so that you won't have these weeds, and so you won't have these bad thoughts, and you won't have things that you do not like happening to you. So you got to mind your garden. You got to pay attention to your mind. You got to pay attention to your thoughts. And I forgot, somewhere I read, like, you would never be able to pay attention to every single thought, because I think they said something like in a minute you have like 1,000 thoughts running through your head that you probably don't even realize. And I promise that if you've seen any of my previous videos, I am going to talk about meditation, because meditation is the most powerful tool to help you just calm your mind and calm your thoughts. And so I'm not a great meditator, but there's a saying too that you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So I'm starting to do meditation. I'm using YouTube videos, and they have YouTube videos where you just have 2-minute meditation. And I'm starting out with my 2-minute meditation to see if I can keep my mind focused in that 2 minutes. I learned something great about meditation, though, is the one of the reasons why they want you to breathe in and then breathe out, and they have you doing that, is because when you're focused on trying to do the breathing the way that they're saying to do the breathing, your mind doesn't get a chance to wonder on something else. And if you ever notice, when you start trying to do meditation, once they stop whoever's directing you in this meditation, if you're doing a video where they're directing you, once they stop telling you how to breathe, that's, for me at least, when it seems like all of these other thoughts start running in my head. But when I'm focusing on trying to breathe in and breathe out the way that the person that's directing me to do it, like, no other thoughts can come in my head, because at that moment I'm concentrating on breathing. But I do find that when I pray in the morning, when I do just these 2-minute meditations, my day goes better, and I'm just calmer throughout the day, and I'm just more productive. And at any given moment in the day, when I'm feeling like things are getting overwhelming, they're just getting out of control for me, I just stop. I do a quick little prayer in my head, or if I'm alone, I say it out loud, or sometimes I simply be like, God help me. God help me. And I'm telling you, help comes. So you have to speak to God. You have to mind your thoughts. You are what you think. Just like they said, you are what you eat. You are what you think. So start putting good thoughts in your head. Okay, so it says the effect of thought on circumstances is a chapter. There's some really, really good stuff in here. I just thank you guys should buy this book. The book wasn't a lot of money either. And the next one is the effect of thought on health in the body. So many of us struggle in this area when it comes to fitness, health, exercise, especially in our society. It's just food is everything. When you meet someone, COVID has changed things, but usually when you start dating someone, or when you're married or whatever, it's like your anniversary, you go eat. You meet someone, let's go out to dinner. You have friends, it's a birthday, it's either a birthday lunch or birthday dinner or something like that. Like, our whole life is just focused on food. And there's a big thing now, like we're here, we eat like so much meat and processed foods and things like that, which really is not good for our body. And listen, guys, I'm not there, I'm nowhere near there, but pray for me. I am trying. I couldn't even say because I'm like stuttering. I'm trying to go vegetarian, and eventually I want to go vegan. So, if you're out there, you're one of my subscribers, pray for me. I'm going to get there. And as I said in some of my other videos, which I want y'all all to pray for me again with this too, is that I started CrossFit. I'm really interested in getting in shape and just being more flexible and just exercising. So your prayers are welcome. Please pray for me. I can't even talk. I don't know how I'm getting so tongue-tied, but again, it says the effect of thought on the health in the body. So I'll read a little something really quick for you from here too. So I'm going to read something to you from the effect of thought on health in the body. The body is a servant of the mind. It obeys the operations of the mind, whether they be deliberately chosen or automatically expressed. At the bidding of unlawful thoughts, the body sinks rapidly into disease and decay. At the command of glad and beautiful thoughts, it becomes clothed with youthfulness and beauty. It is just so true. It's so true. Some of us don't even think about it in this way, but most of us, when you just indulge in like bad foods like soda, cookies, cakes, candy, and sometimes overindulge to the point where after you finish eating, you feel like you can't even move, you feel like you're bloated, all of that is stemming from something, from some thought in your mind that you need to clear up, that you need to get out, that you need to figure out what is going on. Why am I doing this to myself? And I really don't want it, and I really don't want to. So you have to think about that. And it says right here, the body is a servant of the mind. Whatever you tell your body to do, it can do it, and it will do it. And they said, most of the time too, when you're trying to do an exercise program, they tell you all the time. I've been to so many trainers, and all of them were really great, and I trusted all of them. And they said, it's not that your body can't do it. It's your mind is giving up before your body. Your mind is telling you, I can't lift another day, another weight. I can't do another sit-up. I can't do another squat. Your body will handle it. If in your mind, you tell your mind that you can do it. I heard, and I believe I read this, I think it was Muhammad Ali. People used to ask him like about his workout and how many sit-ups he did or so forth and so on. And he said he doesn't start to count. Well, at that time, he said he never started to count until he got tired. I count the sit-ups to see if I could just get through 20. He said he never counted until he got tired. If you want to know a great story about a person who just persevered also, is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger. You can Google on YouTube. I mean, I saw a lot of YouTube videos with him. Just an amazing story. Amazing story of how he came here. He couldn't even really speak the language, and then he became a bodybuilder and then a movie star. Amazing story. Amazing story. Why? Because he always told himself he could. And he told himself what he was going to do and what he was going to be. And he became that. And he did it. And it says again, the body is a servant of the mind. Your mind will get you everywhere. And I don't care what circumstances you were born into. I'm going to just read one more thing for you here. And there's another chapter. It says thought and purpose. It says, until thought is linked with purpose, there is no intelligent accomplishment. With the majority of the bark of thought is allowed to drift upon the ocean of life. Aimlessness is a vice, and such drifting must not continue for him who would steer clear of catastrophic and destruction. Again, it's just, this whole book is a repeated theme of how if you want things to change in your life, you got to change your mindset and your thought. And right there, I'm going to close out with this and say to everyone, one, get this book, As a Man Thinketh, by James Allen. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. You could get off of Amazon. Very cheap. It wasn't an expensive book. And then, again, shameless plug, quoted by the Gray Hair Diva. That's me. Again, you can get this on Amazon, $9.99 for the physical copy and $5.99 if you want to do the ebook. But I want to close out by saying this. We all, including myself, might have found ourselves in circumstances in life where we're like, I don't like where I'm at. You know, I wish I was at a different point in my life, a different spot, and I wish I could change my life around. And some of us, we get even more depressed if we think that we are at an age or a time in our life or a place in our life where nothing can be changed and we can't change anything around. And I just want to say to you, here I am as the Gray Hair Diva, not giving up on my dreams, not letting my age stop me, not letting anything stop me. God had promises for me, and I feel personally I derailed off the track of his promises, but now I'm back on track, and nothing is going to stop me. My mindset, my thought process, everything. I just read all the tools that I can so that I stay positive, I stay on track, and I change my mindset. This book is one of the books that are helping me. I will come to you in different videos with other things that is helping me. Currently, I told you, I exercise 6 days out of the week. I'm just doing all things that are positive for my mind, body, and soul to get my life back on track and to receive all the blessings that God has for me. And again, to all of you, if you find time, you have extra time, and you want to say a prayer for me, I accept it, much appreciated, and drop me a comment and I will pray for you also in return. And actually, all of my subscribers, I will definitely pray for all of y'all. I'm praying for your health, your wealth, that you stay safe, during this COVID-19 and the pandemic, that your friends and family stay safe. Also, praying for the world, whether you believe in vaccines or not. I don't want to get into that. I don't like to get into the politics of things, but if you believe in it and you're okay with it, I'm praying that when the vaccine comes out, that it will only do its intended purpose and it will not give anyone any harm and side effects. And personally for me too, I do take a cholesterol medication, and that's why I'm working so hard to change my eating around and to exercise so that I could come off of it. But a little tip that I use, and maybe to help you, I always pray to God that the prescription medication I take, that it will only do its intended purpose and not cause any other harm or havoc to myself in my life. So anyway, guys, listen, thank you for listening. I hope you like my video. I hope you come back to see more of my videos. And more importantly, I hope you get this book, As a Man Thinketh, by James Allen, and I hope you read it. It's only 25 pages, and if you don't get a chance to read it, remember I told you there is a YouTube video audiobook or audiobook version of it where you can just listen to it. You can listen to it while you're cleaning your house, you're driving somewhere in your car, especially if you have an hour drive. I mean, it's an amazing book that can help you change your life and your thought patterns and process, okay? Which is going to be just a great gift to yourself. I've seen so many changes in my life as a result of me changing my mindset and my thought process. And guys, it's not an overnight thing, because if you've been in a negative thought pattern for a long time, you'll catch yourself like, okay, why am I thinking that? Another tip I like to give you before I leave, and I know I keep saying I'm about to close out, but another tip I like to give you is the moment you find yourself like thinking something negative, stop it right there and then think of like 10 positive things. Like, it may sound weird, but just like if you think something negative, you like, you know what, God help me, I'm stopping right there, and then just be like, I'm great, I'm beautiful, I can make it, I can do it, I will achieve. And the best case scenario is going to happen when I go to the motor vehicle to get my new license or whatever, or when I go to the doctor, the diagnosis is going to be favorable, or when I go to the car dealership, they're going to give me the loan for the new car. So stop the negative thinking and always put yourself in a positive mindset and thought process. Listen, love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching my video. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and tell a friend or two about my channel and ask them to subscribe also. Thank you, everyone. Take care and talk again soon. Bye.